Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
Now, this is a video that went viral for not the intended reasons.
Yeah.
When the wife posted it, she thought it was gonna be funny.
I'm sick of all these girls that are thinking that they're funny. Just kidding. All right.
She thought she was gonna be relatable, but what it turns out is her husband was more relatable. Or
Yeah.
everybody felt more for her husband.
Hugs and kisses. Oh, well, just hugs. Just hugs to my boy, to my
I'll-
man.
Ears. I'll give ears.
You'll give ears,
I'll
okay.
listen to him. Because that's what I try to do when I'm at work. So I work at the warehouse. There's gonna be macho guys there.
Okay.
That's their whole shtick. I'm a man. I'm macho. My wife's stupid. My wife's dumb.
Really, they say that to you.
You get the gist. They don't
Okay.
say it verbatim.
All
But
right.
you know when you're just animated, you're
Yeah.
just annoyed. You
Yeah.
just
Oh, my
do-
wife did this again.
Yeah.
She packed the wrong sandwiches.
Yeah, you just do the whole superlative. Yeah, my wife does this for me, like stuff like that. You know they're overcompensating or something. That's when I try to start listening to those kind of guys because they need an ear, and it's hard for guys to open up.
I open up to a certain people.
Yeah,
But not just to anyone.
and those certain people, they have earned your trust or your vulnerability over the years.
Yeah,
right?
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's hard for guys to be like that. Like for guys to be just opening up about their deepest thoughts,
Yeah.
it's hard. And most people think this goes out, like these kinds of thoughts go out when it's drinking,
Yeah.
when
When
it's
we're
drinking time.
drunk.
But not really. Guys can get into this mode. They just pick and choose whoever they become vulnerable with, pretty much.
Yeah. For example, this instance,
Yeah.
he's with his wife,
That's his wife.
right? Like that's the best person to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's not always like this. I hope,
Yeah.
right? And then comparing ourselves, because our generation, we're more vulnerable, we're more
Than-
outspoken
Yes.
than what's his age? Maybe he's on his 50s or maybe 60s.
Maybe. Not
Like,
60s. I wouldn't
yeah.
think 60s.
Like the
Maybe mid
boomers?
40s.
Like the boomers, it's rare for them
Yeah.
to be like this.
He's probably borderline Gen
Yeah, borderline,
X
yeah.
and boomer, maybe. But yeah, like guys like these are, it's hard for them to be just pouring out. It's not even pouring out. He's just being a bit slightly
Yeah.
vulnerable. He's just trying to be thoughtful.
It's very poetic here. I find it poetic, like whatever,
Yeah.
like what he's saying here. It's about, I find that it's about mortality,
I feel like he's about to drop a bar.
right? Yeah.
And the lady,
Just shut
his
it
wife,
down.
yeah.
I would have been curious what he's gonna be saying next if the wife actually said something profound too, or listen to him and reciprocate what he's trying to feel.
Those are the moments that I love getting into with my wife.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I get into these kinds of scenarios with my wife too, because my wife's just human.
Yeah.
And I also pick and choose when to just start disclosing my thoughts to my wife, because I can get too much into it.
Do you think sometimes your wife gets tired if you always do something like if you become vulnerable, like become emotional?
Not tired, but she probably has her own stuff to like deal with.
Yeah.
Mostly for men, it's always let your wife let go.
Yeah.
It's always us pushing it down.
But
Which,
you were
That's
about
right.
to say it's never our time.
well,
You're right.
pretty
It's hard.
much,
Yeah.
like society thinks it should never be our time to be this.
Rewatching this video, I remember this water cooler conversation in one office I went, and the guy said it was a really nice saying. The guy said, "Friends are more supported, but family is cutthroat." And this sort of shows this what he meant, because with family you get trapped in the sense of like you are already close and tight knit, so it's no holds barred in some certain situations. Like if your sister, mother, or something says something really offensive to you, it on their ends like, I'm his mom or sister. He won't really like cry about it, but deep inside, in
It
your
hurts.
side,
Yeah.
it actually hurt, right? But I can't be forever mad. You as a person can't be forever mad with your family members, but in a realm of like friends, when you're going through something, they will be like, "Oh wow, it's like, are you okay, man?" Blah blah blah, and
Mm,
all of that
Yeah, because
stuff.
you're not always together, I think. That's why that's the
maybe.
beauty in friendship. Like with your friends, not your wife or your significant other. Because like with your friends, you're only gonna be with each other at that time. And then after that, you're gonna be going on your separate ways. Meanwhile, let's say your wife or whoever, let's say your kids, you always live in the same house, and then sometimes they take for granted whatever you're saying them. That's sometimes how I feel. Like I feel bad, like complaining to my wife because I'm a guy, right? We're guys,
We're
and
supposed to push it down.
yeah, we need to just keep it in, and then we're gonna try. Oh, what's wrong? Let for example, if both of us, like me and my wife, are having a bad day, I would act like I'm okay, and I'm gonna ask her, "Oh, what's going on?"
Because it's not your time right
Yeah, it's not my
now
time.
to
If
be vulnerable, to be hurt.
yeah, and if
You're the
I
crutch.
yeah, I'm the crutch. If I let go, it might not end well.
And that is why we have this. So you can be my crutch and I'll be
your crutch.
yes.
Sounds like a different crutch.
I almost went with crotch. Yeah,
Crotch,
but
yeah.
It-
Yeah, scratch my
Scratch
yeah,
your
scratch
crotch.
my crotch. I'll
Yeah.
scratch yours.
Yes. Mutual scratching.
Yeah, mutual
Pretty
scratching
much.
of
I do
crotches.
agree with him, like with him being poetic, because like he's also using that spool of wire, right? It's very symbolistic as well.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be times though when you have like your closest friends and you start doing this, and what you'll get is gay.
Yeah. And that's just gonna set up the mood,
Yeah.
right? Okay, let's drink. Like thinking about it, like I can't. I wonder who I vent out to or who
You never had to.
I don't
You never had
remember.
girl problems.
No, no, not just girl problems. Just like say my if I have problem with my parents, if with my siblings, with school. I can't remember who
I guess you
run
never
to.
you never showed your vulnerable side with us.
Yeah. I
You
don't
switch it
remember.
off and then turn on your party mode.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah, even with my partner before, with my exes, I don't remember venting out to them that much.
With us, you turn on your party mode.
Yeah.
With your ex-partners, you turn on
The
sexy
boyfriend.
time. That's what you turn on.
I know I turned the
Yeah.
lights off.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, like that's I don't know.
Maybe you got comfortable with being vulnerable late in your life. Before you drown it in alcohol,
It's okay.
Yeah.
After, right?
that's your like main distraction.
That's why I'm scared. Because like I think that I'm fragile. Like with my emotions,
Yeah.
I think I'm weak.
You
I'm
never
emotionally weak.
you never got to explore
Yeah,
it.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm it's not trained that well to handle problems, like big problems. Cause like when my grandma passed away, that was hard.
Yeah.
But imagine if it's something closer than that.
And imagine if it's not death.
Yeah.
Because
Knock on wood, there's no wood.
because sure, you are close with your grandma.
Yeah.
Sure that's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna take that away from you, but it's life. It's going to happen sooner or later. It might be a different case if it was tragic or not, but it's life. You know that somebody passing will happen.
Yeah.
But
That's
something like this where it's not even a problem. He's just getting deep into
Yeah.
his thoughts.
just
And
sharing his feelings, right? The feels.
when you're a guy, you're not supposed to feel anything. You're just supposed to push it down,
Sweep it under the rug.
sweep it under the rug, because that's what society expects of you. That's what you should be for your family. You should be the rock. That's why men need friends the more they get older. Even
That's
if they
true.
don't talk. Even if they don't talk, just unwind.
Go check in with your homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I tried to like research the depression statistic. They said that disproportionately women are more diagnosed with depression.
Okay.
But there's a caveat to it.
all right.
Apparently men are underdiagnosed because they have different ways of hiding it.
Yeah, because they don't go to their psychiatrist or to their doctor to get diagnosed.
Yeah.
I think that's why.
all they'll think is I'm not a wimp.
Yeah. I'm
But,
okay.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I
It's hard.
I was in that kind of situation a couple weeks ago where my manager asked me, "How are you doing?" And he's not asking us like in work or something, but personally. And I'm like, honestly, I'm so tired. But I told him, I'm good. I'm doing good.
And
Yeah.
if that's not what you did, like what will they look at
Yeah.
you? Look at this guy who can carry himself.
And that's your
what they-
boss, right? That's your
Yeah.
boss. That's I would probably say the same thing. I'm good.
I'm doing
Unless
fine.
you have that relationship that you're so close that you meet outside of work.
Yeah. That's why every time they ask me how's it going, all things considered, I guess I'm good. That's what I say every
It's like
time.
low key. There's something
Yeah.
going on, but I'm good.
But I always say that when the mood is kind of light,
Yeah.
and then I just shake it up a bit, where I just pretty much show them I'm not good,
Yeah.
but not really saying I'm not good. But all it really is I'm good at that time because I get to joke around.
Yeah. Like don't you guys ever ask like, "Oh, why are you asking?"
No,
Right?
never got to
why? No, I mean, no, seriously. Like, why are you
Yeah.
guys asking? Is it showing that I'm undergoing something?
that. Am I breaking into
Am
hives?
I look depressed? Like, because sometimes we don't see ourselves, right?
You know how I see it with older men when they have this stubble.
Okay.
This guy didn't get enough sleep last night.
Oh.
I guess it's not as pronounced with Filipino
Yeah.
guys, but mostly for whites.
Yeah.
Like my coworker, if he has a stubble, I'm gonna expect a story like later.
Because you can feel it. Like if you're working with the same guys every day,
Yeah.
you feel that something's different,
Something's off.
right? Something's
And
off.
Even if there isn't something off, you just know they're just pushing. And then people ask, "What are your plans for the day?" I just pretty much get through it.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
my
get it over with.
Yeah, that's my go-to response now.
Yeah.
How's the day going? It's going. I don't know where.
It's
but
going. Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
It's going.
What's going on? A lot.
A lot.
like
It's
like even that I
Jabs.
yeah no
like
it's not even a
low-key-
job.
Like
it's
low-key
just-
complaints.
yeah. Even
Oh,
there,
I understand. I feel you.
I can't be fully vulnerable. I need to mask it with jokes.
Yeah.
Cause if I do it with just complaints, I'm gonna be whiny.
Yeah.
But if I do it with jokes, they will see me as
You're strong.
strong, positive. I don't let anything get me down, but little did they know.
Yeah. You guys don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole point
Yeah.
of this thing. There's a lot of stuff that we get to talk about that doesn't go recorded because I've earned your trust with you being vulnerable. I'll be judgy a bit.
Yeah.
We can't help
Yeah,
it.
we can't help it.
Can't help it.
We're Filipinos.
Yeah, because most of the time, when you start talking about your problems, you're not looking for an advice.
Yeah, you just want someone to listen. right?
Yeah, you already know. You already know
How to fix it sometimes.
how to fix it. You just don't want to do it
Yeah.
yet, which is most men.
Yeah.
I'll do it later.
I'll do it if it gets worse.
Yeah, and men have this tendency to fix everything that they encounter. Like, say you come to me and you got a problem, and then I tell you, then do this, do that. Wouldn't you be annoyed? That's why it's also a constant effort to phrase it as, do you think this would be
It depends on
good?
how. Yeah, depends on your response.
Right?
Too.
If I respond to you like, you should have done this, you should have
Yeah.
done that, when you've already went through those options and you know that, okay, option A, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Option B, I don't like this. Option C, but I wanna be hurting for it for a bit. let me hurt a bit.
I wanna feel it
Please
too.
don't
Yeah.
tell me I'm crazy.
I wanna feel it.
Yeah. So if you think it's only women who are fragile,
Yeah, men too.
Can
yeah, men
be.
can be.
can be, cause we're just people, and we have our feminine side too.
That's right.
Society just expects us to not tap into it.
So find your guy. Find
Find your-
your whoever.
I was gonna say find your person, but that should be your partner.
Yeah.
If you find your person who is a guy, you're probably gay.
No, but sometimes
Might be
like,
time to rethink your decisions or whatever.
Everyone, tell us what kind of lifts up your day if you are going through something.
no, just comment down
Comment
below.
down below.
Comment down below, and then we'll comment back, and we're just gonna type listening dot dot dot.
Yeah. Or there's typing,
Yeah,
right?
just
There's
typing dot
listening,
dot
yeah.
dot dot.
Yeah.
Thinking of advice. Dot
Yeah.
dot dot.
We wanna try to be that for guys out there, especially for guys who are out here in the Great White North, Filipino guys like us,
Or let's have an eyeball. Let's have
Eyeball.
let's have a group.
a meetup, an EB.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
takeaway.
Takeaway: find somebody who you'd be comfortable being vulnerable with, because it's a risk. You are risking your reputation. You're risking the people's perception of you, and most men, that is important. Takeaway:
Takeaway is double check whatever your wife's gonna be posting online.
yeah,
If she thinks this is funny, make sure to watch it multiple times. Maybe it's not.
probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But anyways, how about you? Takeaway? Yeah.
Jollibee. That's my takeaway.
Bida bida? What? Jollibee? What do you mean?
He's talking about takeout.
Oh, takeout. Oh, maybe that's the wifey's request for tonight.
Yeah.
That's the flavor of the day.
That for me, that's
Jollibee.
like this wife's post.
Pretty much.
You should have kept it in the drafts. But yeah, again, you got OCP working the ones and twos. You got
Woo,
Edwin
woo, woo.
here,
You got me 2X,
and
and
this is twice the D.
Imagination runs free.